Hello, guys. So good to see you today. So sorry about being a few moments late, but for those of you who don't know me, I am Retro Nerd Girl, and I'm broadcasting live from the International Science Fiction Space Station. And today we are going to have a wonderful party, a watch party, to watch this really awesome movie. It's called 2001 A Space Odyssey, released in 1968. It's really one of my favorite films, and it's really awesome. So I hope that you have a copy, and we will watch this together. Let me see what's happening in the chat. Keith E says that he can hear me. This is awesome. Thank you very much, Keith E. So awesome. that you guys can hear me. William Blake Hall says loud and clear, hailing frequencies, retro. The ISFSS is looking fine. And we're going to go back up to the top of the comments to read all your comments because they look so good. All right. Let's see. First comment up is from Adam. Hey, Adam says, composer Alex North original score was rejected by Kubrick and replaced with classical music. North went to the premiere of the film and was crushed to find his score was taken out of the film. Oh yes. Oh yeah. And it's kind of interesting because I do love the classical music. Um, but yeah, it would be heartbreaking to find out that your music was removed from the film. Very curious way to Adam has more. Adam says North's original score is available on CD from the Varice Saraband soundtrack label. It's a re-recording of the music conducted by the legendary Jerry Goldsmith, who was a friend of Alex North. Oh, that is really cool. And Moonbeam is here. Hello, Moonbeam. Says okay okay, so starting soon. Yes. So again, once again, sorry about being here so late. And says can't seem to find a copy free online. Yeah, this might be a one that might not be free because it is definitely one of those films that are highly regarded, and a lot of times it's the quality of the film that you might get your hands on. You might get like a really good quality, and so I think um, studios aren't ready to give up a story, a movie like this so easily to the freebie bin. Let's see. And we got some emojis here. We've got the popcorn ready. We're gonna have movies on TV. Yes, awesome. I'm actually I have a auxiliary computer over here, and let me get this ready so I can see some other things. So while I do this, I'm a little bit behind the today it's been a really wild week, so all good things, but sometimes when the schedule's too busy, it's just busy. Oh look, it's William Blake Hall is here. So good to see you, says hey gang, in the middle of writing an essay about the future of writing, engaging screenplays about adventures in our solar system. Thought I'd stop by. Wow, this sounds really cool, William Blake Hall. You write the best things. I'd love to read your essay. That sounds really cool. And let's see. And Moonbeam, you're so sweet. You were giving everybody the countdown. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And William says, don't tease me like that. Beetlejuice might still remain good for another 100,000 years. Talking about this, the Beetlejuice supernova. Yeah. And Gavin is also here. Hello, Gavin. I love this movie. I first saw it as a young teen and did not understand it. We watched many times and came to understand this movie. Great movie. Yes. There's so many meanings that you can pull from it. It's wonderful. And Moonbeam says, yeah, I know. Maybe I just wishful thinking about Beetlejuice. And Joseph Begay is here. Hello, Joseph says hello and good afternoon to all. Dana Hutchins is here. Says, so glad I caught this and I could be here. Thank you so much for joining us today. My pleasure that you are here today. Moonbeam says it was before my time. I saw it on video, but I saw the sequel 2010 in theaters. Yes, I am not sure if I saw 2010 in theaters. If I did, it totally missed me. but I did enjoy the first one very much. I was not around when it came out, but I did catch it on television, played very often on TV. Just one of those movies. And Dina says, I love RNG's reviews, lots of substance and style. Well, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I am so glad to hear that because I really work hard on my videos, and I'm just glad that you like them. That really means a lot to me. Thank you, Dana. And Woman says, oh, she's one of the good ones. Thank you. That's so sweet. And William Blake also says, someone complained to me that it made sense to her. And I said, we're trying to communicate with beings millions of years more advanced than us. How would that go? Yes. How would it go? It's very fascinating. And Keith says, I saw the movie with voice description. It was like having cliff notes for every and very informative. Oh, cool. I'd love to hear what that, I would love to hear what they had to say for with a voice description. That's cool. How do you do that? William Blake Hall says, what in common ground will we communicate on? It seemed to satisfy her. And Keith E says, I thought it was a half hour too long. It may be very long. It's a very long film. It's probably the longest we've ever watched. So that will be exciting and new for us. We'll see if we'll make it. It might be the first time I might fall asleep on. But it's really, I don't know. I probably won't because of the way I feel about the movie. And DJ Play Nice is here. So good to see you. Saw you yesterday on the various channels and stuff like that. So so wonderful that you get to hang out with us today. It's really, really awesome. And William Blake calls this 2010, tries to answer the question left over from 2001, and maybe that's its problem. Well, yeah, I'm going to be looking at that one soon. I'll definitely, I think this is my refresher, and then I'll watch that and see how I feel about it. And Dana says, I've seen this movie before more than 100 times since it first came out in 1968. Seen it 3 times in 7mm and was there at Cyberfest 1997 in Champaign, Urbana, Illinois, with Roger Ebert introducing it in person. Oh my God, Dana, that's awesome. Wow. Incredible, incredible. Let's see. And William Blake Hall with the facts here. Urbana, Illinois, birthplace of Hal. And Justification says this movie is a interesting experience. First time I watched it, I was completely bamboozled too. It seems to be a normal first reaction. Yeah, I think so. A lot of people, yeah, it's really hard to figure out like what it means or what different things mean. It's like there's a bone and then there's a spaceship. What does that mean? And so people, it seems very simple now. Like, oh yeah, of course it means like the advancement of mankind and the tools we use. And then, but it just was like it's one of those things where and you saw the similarities, but it wasn't just the shape of the object. It was also, you know, a lot more deeper notes, and nobody knew what the monolith was. Like, what the heck was the monolith? Now, there is one part of this movie that is a little bit disturbing to me because of the sound. And so I don't know what I might do for that part. I might lower the volume. That's probably a good thing, but it is like the sound is just so deafening. to me at least, and it's one of my triggers. And William Blake Hall says, I've nothing to watch, just going to rely on memories today. Oh, we're gonna all try to be descriptive and stuff to help everybody out who does not have um, a way of seeing this. So I will try to do my best. Sometimes I get lost in the in the whole thing. So let's see. Let's see. Yes, this is me telling you guys I'm running late. And Joseph B. Gay says, going through the cast list and just saw that Ed Bishop from the series UFO has a part in this movie. How many times have I seen 2001 and never noticed him? He must have a very short part. Yeah, there's just a lot of people in this movie. Well, I mean, to me, there's really two actors that really stand out in this whole thing, and so it's kind of a tough, very tough to remember all of the different actors because they sort of play notes in a symphony almost, uh, and not necessarily they're not there saying I am a character, right? It's mostly like I'm part of this bigger uh, thing, and it's really kind of cool. Uh, and William Lake says, who specifically is Glenn Beck? Is he the guy who stands out, who hands out sandwiches? And Dana says he's the Moon Shuttle Orion pilot who comes down to speak to Haywood Floyd. Yes, and Haywood Floyd is definitely a standout character in the film, or the character that he plays. Let's see. And Moonbeam says we'll chalk it up to equipment difficulties. Yes, it was really rough. I'll tell you, it was really. Let's see. And let's see what else. What else? And Joseph again says, that's what these watch parties are for me. Stress pills, LOL. And William Blake Hall says, because of my family name, I enjoyed imagining a HAL 9000 computer. Oh, cute. Yes, your your last name being Hall. Oh, wow, this is awesome. Joseph Begay has gifted 10 Retro Nerd Girl memberships. So awesome! Yes. Let me see if I could find out who got those memberships. My doesn't say anything on my program here, but let me just see if I can find it. I was also having some internet issues late further on. Oh boy, doesn't say anything on. There we go. Let's see if I can find it. Oh gosh, you guys are really commenting. I am so behind. I'll try to catch up. So the recipients of the memberships are, congratulations to you guys, Mara Hawkman, Putin's Cat, Thomas Bartoli, Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies, I am 24P, Winter Soldier, Forget You, Daryl Calhoun, Andrew Clark, Thaddeus Larimer, and Thaddeus Larimer. Awesome. Congratulations to everyone who got a membership to the channel. It lasts for 30 days. And after that, if you want to continue to be a member, you'll have to sign back up. But this is amazing as usual. Joseph, thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. And here's a special thank you for you. Nice, nice. So yes, once again, thank you so very much. Really appreciate that. And let's see. I'm gonna try to see if I can catch up with you guys. Moonbeam is encouraging everyone to hit the like button. Thank you so very much, Moonbeam. Yes, engagement really counts for the channel, and the YouTube really values it a lot. And William Blake Hall says, yet again, Joseph is a man. Yes, thank you. He is. And let's see. Oh, Ian is here. Hello, Ian. How are you? It's been a while. I've just gone and got myself a beer, a bottle of old speckled hen, low alcohol, 0.05. Yes, that sounds really like a lot of fun to hang out and have a beer and relax. It's Saturday. Mom says, landing gear down. Yes. Oh gosh. And oh wow. Okay, cool. Joseph says 2001 peak is queued up on Plex, ready to go here. Okay. Yes, I am actually also ready to go. I just have to do a few behind the scenes things. Let's see. And Ian says 2001 is an immensely long fade in. How do we know we've all started this at the same? Oh, um, well, I do have a timer, and hopefully that will help. But I'm not sure. I hope you all. I'm not sure if there's any other um, versions, but I'll talk through the beginning and see if maybe that helps to identify where we are. Um, And Moonbeam says 10 new members. Congrats. Yes. Awesome. 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 And let's see. Joseph, you guys said the movie theaters in my area when I was growing up always took out the musical intros for music. Oh, okay. It was 10 years before I knew the Black Hole in 2001 had musical intros. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Okay. Um, and Leaf says, "Oh my goodness, hi." Leaf says, "I've been following you for years. Love the review." Oh, thank you so much. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're amazing. Thank you. Really appreciate you guys. And all right. Let me. I'm just gonna zoom through some here. So bear with me. Um, And Ian says, I saw 2001 when it first came out in the cinema. A friend of my dad wanted to see it and took me along. I was probably about 7 years old. Oh, cool! And it made an immense impact on me. So cool. That's exactly what these films are for. They are to inspire and encourage the next generation of mankind to do even better or to aspire for more in their lives. And it's just incredible. These are incredible movies that we're watching that inspired so many people. And Gavin says Rob Ager is makes some very good thesis uh, videos about this movie. Oh, really? I never heard of Rob Ager. We'll have to check him out. Thank you. I love um, visiting other people from the same genre. That like to do reviews on the same genre. I like to see his videos. And Ian says later, as a teenager, I read the book when I was living out of Papua New Guinea. Read lots of sci-fi books there. Oh, cool. And Gavin says 2010 is to 2001 what Aliens is to Alien. Good, but much simpler type of movie. Oh, interesting. And they share similar aesthetics too. Just generally. Um, and William Blake calls this interesting point, Gavin. Though 2001 remains the more popular. Yeah. And Leaf says, I read the book after I saw it. Um, and Gavin said, monoliths are just tools of the aliens. They can do whatever they need to do with them. Yes. Um, and Dillian Plaisier is here. How are you doing, Dillian? Oh, what a different spelling of Dylan. Movie about Illuminati space travel and Tonglo gaze. Okay, I didn't think about that. um, and let's see. I'm gonna skip a little bit down. And Ian says, I liked Leonard Rosit, uh, Rossiter in 2001. And Dylan says, and moon landing. Oh, Stumprat is here. How are you, Stumprat? How are there you are. Sorry, I skipped too far. How are you, Stumprat? I hope you are all well. Let's see. And just gonna zoom here. Ian says, I consider 2010 to be mainly a way of extracting Haywood, Pink Floyd into a completely self-contained story. Oh, okay. um, and Leaf says, I love the physical effects. Oh yeah, they were really great. Some of the things they did were just outstanding. Somebody says 2001 was huge, was this huge snore fest on the big screen and a uh, huger snore fest on the small screen. LOL. Oh, I'm sorry it didn't, but you asleep. Keith E says retro banner previously mentioned by Joe Kelly. Extra long time. Okay, yes. And I'm down to the bottom of that. This is wonderful. And William says, ever see 2010? He's talking to Brat, but yeah, 2010 is on my list. Now for the banner, let's see if I can. I need to get that edited and oh. For some reason, the word Odyssey is just so hard for me to spell. It really is. 'Cause I always want to put the E in the wrong place. And let's save it and let's track her down. There she is. So got the banner going. Thank you guys for Moonbeam and Keith E for your collaboration in getting me to do a banner today, because I probably would have forgotten it. Let's see. The next thing I need to do, sorry about the delay here, but I have to do just a few things on screen while I'm here that I didn't get to do behind the scenes. So, yes. It'll take me just a few moments if you can be patient with me. I'm so a little bit on the behind schedule on a lot of things. So uh, I'm almost ready, guys. I just have to upload my photo for you. Let's see. There we are. Oh, this should be the right thing. Perfect. Yes. All right. And I think we're just about ready. I have my video ready. Let's get the timer. Ah! The timer. And this time zoom down. Okay. All right. So I think I'm all queued up and ready to go. Wow, 16 new comments in the last few moments. You guys are going at it. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can let's see. Oh wow, Eaton is here. How are you? Says the music will be in the queue. Oh, cool. And oh, Taylor Swift, greater than Disney, Star Wars, and MCU is here. Matt G in the house. I love the little smiling, the little wave guy. I love him. Yes. Oh, and Matt G says saw this in IMAX in 2018. Sweet. Um, and Brad says it would be better as a musical. And he does, yes, William Blake Hall says there is singing in the movie. That should satisfy your musical needs. Gavin says if you start the movie at the wrong time, it can only be attribute to human. It could only be attributable to human error. So cool. Yes, yes, absolutely. And Ian says there should be a remake of 2001 starring John Travolta. Ooh, really? You think so? um, and Stunt Brat says it would have been nice if the astronauts did a tap dance. That's really. All right, and I'm just gonna slide down really quick. Keith, he says your name. Oh, Jack, your name absolutely murders my reading device. Ooh. Because of the emojis. Got it. And Keith he says, neither owe anything over 15 letters entirely. Oh, sorry. Sure. And Ian says the origin of Arthur C. Clarke's 2001 is an earlier Arthur C. Clarke short story called Sentinel. Is presumably what the monoliths are all about, a thing that notifies when exposed to light. Interesting. Oh my goodness, G gives us some cupcakes. They look fantastic. And let me just zoom down. And Leaf also supports that the book is based on the Sentinel by Clarke, was just the monolith on the moon. And oh, and Koj is in the house. Hi, Koj. How are you? Retro. This movie is fantastic. So good. And let's see. And Grandpa's gaming channel is here. How are you? It says name Alaska president. I'm not sure what that means, but great to see you here. Let's see. And Grandpa's Gaming Channel says, I remember walking around in the street in Seattle 1968-9 when the movie was just coming out. there were movie posters of Star Child plastered up all over. It really tripped me out. Oh yeah, like I know that at the end, a lot of people were, let's say they were on certain substances while the Stargate was happening, and that was attributing to more people going to see the movie. And William says based very loosely on a short story. And yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, great. This is wonderful. That's wonderful. Um, okay, so I'm okay. That is great. That is great. So I'm gonna undo this. Guys, we're almost right. We're here. We're here. We're at the point where I need to uh do the countdown. Do the countdown or countdown to count up. All right, let me cue everything. And so you guys say that there is a I guess a prelude of music. So we'll endure all that, and we'll kind of talk to each other between there. But just so that way you guys know, during the movie, I won't be able to see your comments directly. I do have an auxiliary computer over here where I can see some of the comments. I can dodge back and forth and see some of the comments. Actually, while we're listening to the music, I may be off camera for a few moments to get some things handled behind the scenes. But um, while that's happening, I do have this counter. So while you play your copy, I will have the counter so that way you can match up to your copy of what's playing. The way we're going to do it is we're going to count down together, 5 to 1. And after I say 1, then we press the button. So it's 1 and then press the button. All right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press the button. And let's hope that there's no buffering, because boy, the buffering. Okay, so what I've got right now is a black screen and just sound. That sounds like somebody has their hand on the piano and is not letting it up. So it's like just one sound, like I don't know if you guys have this. I'm watching this on Amazon Prime, so uh, I'm not sure where you guys are at. Let me see. Um, Koj says your countdown is such a spaceship liftoff. I love it. Thank you. William Blake Hall says, I think of this movie by the code name Blue Lion because this was one of those few movies where MGM used a Blue Lion emblem. Oh, cool. Um, okay. Oh, Sunbread says, Joseph, I remember asking my mom if I can go somewhere with my pals, and she was like, look, uh, men, I have landed on the moon. It just looked like a cheap sci-fi set to me then. Oh, oh, wow, the sound. It's really loud and annoying, because that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to trigger an emotional response from you that's not pleasant. But, I was thinking that it was all along this music that plays, like, during the monolith, because this is some of the sounds that comes from the monolith, and this black screen that's appearing now is sort of like our monolith that's supposed to be changing us. Um, like, it's, subliminal information to make you evolve. And also have some coffee that that I'm maybe sipping on just to stay awake. Um, oh, here's the blue lion. You guys see what I'm talking about, right? With the black screen and the music and the mono, like that was our monolith. Uh-oh, here we go. Dun, dun. Ooh. This is the lining up of the sun, the moon, and the earth, right? I think I'm correct in that. This has just been visually stunning. Ugh. 2001: A Space Odyssey. And this music is very, very triumphant. Oh, here we go. The Dawn of Man. It's very you have a lot of different landscapes there, a lot of barren landscapes. Oh, this is an iconic moment. Um, the bones of men and animals. Oh, 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 okay. So we have the early man as I wouldn't say that primates. Yeah, I didn't think the makeup was too bad. Mm. Oh, okay. William Blake Hall says 2001 and Planet of the Apes debuted on the same day. Yeah, Planet of the Apes won the battle of the, makeups, but, whoa! Oh, no. That breaks your heart. He almost got away. It's not bad. The makeup isn't terrible. They were going for different things, though. Uh-oh. Invading. Ooh. Oh, that must have been fun to play. Oh, yeah, they're all fighting for that little bit of water right there. They want like, each tribe wants to have their own water. Um, ooh, this little bit of water is very ooh. Imagine if you were like this. Very funny. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Um, I'm missing a lot of this, but context. Let's see. William Blake Hall says the cats are ferocious, but I love the one with the glowing eyes, besides the fake zebra body. Ooh. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, that's cool. We just saw like he just flashed on screen just when I read that. That's really awesome. Great timing. And, Grandpa's gaming channel says the actors studied chimps and how they went about their day. The actors were very skinny, so they wouldn't look like fake. They wouldn't look fake in their fur suits. Oh yeah, cool. They had to be like super skinny, I suppose. But then you had to have like that really um, good lower body strength to be able to stoop so low and jump so much and be so animated. Oh, sorry. Also, my allergies are acting up today. It is a wild day for me. Oh, they're fighting again. Oh, must have been super, super scared for to to be alive at this kind of time period. Yeah, that I mean that makeup isn't terrible. And you could see some of the areas though where the makeup appliances are, but it's still really good for 1968. Not bad. I think the mouth really sells it. They nailed the mouth part. There's a monolith, guys. and it's making those weird noises. I can't even describe what the noises are. Like, "Ooh, ooh." It's like it sounds like a choir that are just, doing vocal practicing almost. And the primates are like, they're trying to figure out, "What the heck is this? Why is there music coming from it?" Oh, one touches it. Oh, I love the way they he tries to touch it and like, "What?" They're like they, like, run up to it and then, like, they, like, run away from it. I like this part, actually, it's hilarious. I think the question is, what is going on, right? Everybody asks that question, like, what is happening in this? And they're, like, trying to touch it to see if what is this object? Oh, SG Experiment is here. Hi, how are you? Says, Kubrick, my favorite director. I don't believe he ever put a foot wrong. Mm, interesting. Gavin says it's more explicit in the book that the monolith imparts them with knowledge. Yes, yes. Um, uh, it's feeding. It's like sort of like getting a boost of knowledge. Um, sort of like in the Forbidden Planet when they put that thing over their heads and it helps them like learn more stuff than they've ever learned before. It's kind of like that, but it's so subtle they don't know. Um, Now his brain is able to understand that like simple things around him can be used for other purposes than what it seems like they originally were. It's like creativity almost. I need a monolith. Where I need a monolith in here. Give me a monolith. I love that the movie doesn't explain it to you, but you really do have to like either have read the book or just interpret some of this stuff on your own. Or just have people online tell you what's going. I love it. He's just like, "Hey, I can smash things with this. If those guys come back, I can actually beat the crap out of them. I can use it as a weapon." Oh, there's his meat. And they're all eating meat now. And so they've all been changed. So he has the first weapon. Gavin says they like their meat rare. Yes. It's just like I don't even know what that was. Ooh, ooh, and that was the leader of the other uh, they're like, "Oh, man, I guess we lost Peter." They were gonna go and try to help him. He's like, "You want some of this?" The survival of the fittest, huh? Okay. So, oh, here we have the infamous transition of the bone to now the satellite in space, and, we have some more classical music. A new tool for man to use. Very nice. I always this music is very, to me, feels very playful. I had never before seen it used in a movie like this. So it was very odd to hear this music in this particular movie. Um, and Keith E says, "The bone just became a spaceship." And oh gosh, and William Blake Hall says, now if the monolith could have just explained fire." And Grandpa's Gaming Channel says, "Now they're all getting the idea." Yeah, yeah, it's like you see one person do it and then everybody starts doing it. It's just the same for almost, everything that seems impossible, once it's done one time and people do it all, begin to do it all the time. It's wonderful. And I like this movie for that reason. It's sort of gingerly explains the evolution of man, and it gives it you know the attribution to these aliens, but um, through centuries and centuries of sharing information amongst each other, learning, failing, we do evolve. It's really remarkable when you think about it. When you think about how far we've come. This is such a wonderful scene because there's no string or anything. It's this pen that's like just floating, and she's like, "Oh, let me get this pen from my customer." And it was actually on a piece of glass, and she just picked it up. It's really great. Just what a wonderful bit of special effects there. And Ian says the synchronization of rotation is just wonderful cinema every time. It always affects me wonderfully. Oh, so amazing. Yes. Yes, it's like a dancer almost, the way you know, they're spinning and rotating very nicely. And a lot of the special effects that are in this are totally achievable today for very low budget movies. And you would think, well, why don't more movies do this? It just, I don't know, I have no idea. 'Cause this looks amazing. You know, some of the things that they're doing is really quite good. And there are better ways to do it now, to be very honest, but also, doesn't look as good. I mean, if you said this is a shot right out of Star Wars, I would not have argue with you. "Oh, this is a scene I never saw from Star Wars." Not bad. But, yeah, this is great. These, little composite shots here, these are just great. And, part of the ship is not done yet, and it's still, like, either I think it's they're actually building that part of the ship that's not quite done. I guess this could be, part of that musical thing, part that Stunt Brat was wanting. There's a lot of, like, twirling, spacecrafts, and this really fun music. Okay, so we have one of the very few characters in this. Oh, I love this. They thought about everything visually. Oh, this has always been my favorite. This is so pretty. Oh, Grandpa's Gaming Channel says they have iPad-type devices later on and flat screen monitors. In this movie, 2010, they reverted back to the tube monitors for some reason. Yes, yes, yes. There are so many interesting things. I think they just use them interchangeably, but it's pretty cool. I thought it was wonderful. Oh, the girl. She's so cute. She's so cute. Uh, Ian, says that this style sort of overlaps with some of Clockwork Orange. Oh, yeah. Mhm. I agree, absolutely. Yeah, like that '60s flavor, neo '60s flavor. And Grandpa's Gaming says, "I was hoping for this to actually happen in the year 2000 for a lot of my life." All right. So many things we thought was gonna happen already that hasn't. But things that we didn't expect, like the internet and YouTube and TikTok. Those are all and AI art. Didn't expect that. A meeting of doctors. It's so interesting how they're like, "Oh, you're going to Clevis." Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Ooh. I like the look on his face. he's not denying it. See how the tone of the conversation got really serious? I loved it. And also notice when, they were talking about that serious situation, there was no atmospheric noise at all. That I hadn't noticed before. Oh, I wish I knew what they were saying, but they didn't translate it. Oh, they're playing that happy music again. Um, oh, Keith E says I think the rotating wheel creates gravity somehow. Yes, maybe because it's rotating so fast, you're like, "Ugh." It's sort of like there is a ride where it spins really fast, so you get stuck to the wall. It's really interesting. And then the floor, like, escapes from under you because you're, like, stuck to the like, literally to the wall because it's moving so fast. And Moonbeam says, "Yeah, my dad loved this film and had no sound in space." Um, isn't that cool? That is just so cool, I love it. It's I wouldn't say it's an easy trick to do, but, um, it's not as hard, it's just the camera where the camera is and the actual set moving. That is so cool. Oh my goodness. They have to drink everything out of those, the straws. Oh, and they have to be careful or it's gonna escape. This is also hilarious too. Zero gravity toilet. And there's, like, this long list of instructions. I love that. Ian says 10 paragraphs. Yeah, it's a lot. I thought by now we'd have, like, quite a few bases on, like, the moon. We'd be, like, back and forth to the moon all the time. Sadly, no. This is so cool. Sorry. I nerd out about this kind of stuff. I love science fiction. Sorry, guys. Oh, there's our moon man. So they have, like, a nice little base there. It looks really good. That's so well done. Joseph Gay says, "I still remember playing the room, landing simulator video game back in the day." Oh, really? Would not have been a good pilot. Oh, no. Oh, Lance Chafin is in the house. Hello, Lance. How are you? Uh, interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Grandpa's gaming channel says still awesome. It's beautiful. I, mm, yeah, I think it's wonderful. I also think that the choice of using that music right then and there for the travel, space travel, is just how, like, dialed in they have this process. This is something that they've done, you know, thousands of times, and it's, just, like, very well done. Um, so yeah, there's no fear. They have this under control. They're masters at this. It was really the vibe I was getting in from that. All right, Floyd is going to speak. Yeah, I had a feeling that was speak. Mhm. That's a good way to get people to stay away. "Oh, there's an epidemic, you don't wanna catch this." Smart. Hmm. Mm. So, yeah, they've made a discovery, and they don't want anybody to know about it, but and they don't know what it is that they've discovered, but, as a cover to keep everyone out, they are telling everyone that there is um, an epidemic on the base, and so everyone is staying out. There's that spooky music again. Oh, that is so pretty. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I think we all thought that we would be able to do all of this stuff by now. Oh, the food. This is funny. Could use a sandwich right now. It sounds like they're synthetic sandwiches. They said that they're getting better at this all the time. Let's see. Um, Lance says that he just had a steak at home. Yum. Let's see. Moonbeam says, "Oh darn, I can't go to space to avoid the meeting." And oh, is my audio breaking up, guys? Can you hear me? Um, Blue Walnuts is here. Hello. Many times we return. Oh, where? Oh, I can't see it now. Um, let's see. Oh, I just saw a message and it's gone. I love the color difference of having that bright red in the cockpit. Just visually, it's like, oh wow, you know. Oh, we're getting that weird music again. I'm gonna turn down the volume just a smidge for myself. It is getting up there. Wow, that's loud. This landing sequence, really cool. Ah, here's the scene. Yeah, this is the scene. I mean, we see so many pictures of this online. It's like one of the most iconic scenes for the movie. These guys in their suits looking at the monolith and the monolith doing that crazy singing. Oh man. Oh, Joseph Bigay say, voice sounds muffled, sometimes hard to hear. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wonder what's causing it. I hope you guys can hear me clear now. Oh, okay. Dana says it sounds great. Yeah, William Blake Hall says we're about to hear something piercing. Yeah, I turned down the volume. It's too much. And it was done like that for a reason to oh gosh. Um, it was done like that for a reason to inspire like a an uneasy feeling. He does what the primates did. He touches it. Ah! You're like, "Oh, let's take a picture around it." Yeah. Ooh, that is the sound. Yikes, guys. Yes, William Blake Hall says, anyone catch that during the dawn of man, a crescent moon over the earth, then just now a crescent earth over the moon." Yes. These things all have to line up, right? Uh, and, and Joseph Gay says, "The monolith is camera shy." Uh, and, Stuntbrat says, "Figures, LOL," about the crescent moon lining up. Thank you, William Blake. All you are just so awesome. Thank you for pointing that out. And I know there was something else I wanted to highlight that somebody else said. And Grandpa's gaming channel says, "Touching the monolith, the next step begins." Yes, that's what happens. That's the thing that changes everything is when they touch it. Um, and this ship is very interesting because it looks a lot like the one traveling vehicle that we just um, watched, but then it has like a whole train of other things attached to it at the end. This is several. Um, I'm not sure if it's months later or if it's years later, but um, this was always very fascinating to me how they were able to do this. Very nice job and play with the camera angles. Very nice. And this is a structure that was actually built for this movie. It was not CGI or anything. This is all in camera work. Incredible the amount of time, creativity that was put into this. Very incredible. Ooh, and Hal is watching. So like Big Brother, watching everything go down. Mhm. Food is such a big thing in this in this world. Ah, here's our flat screen iPad or very interesting. They can watch TV shows and entertainment. Imagine if all your food came in, like, mushy little slabs like that. Mm, and Ian said Discovery's mission was already planned for Jupiter. Then the monolith Sentinel sent the signal in the direction of one of Saturn's moons, and the Discovery was changed to go there. Only one planet along. Hmm, interesting. Yeah. They get a signal, and it's almost like an invitation to go visit the alien. Whoa. Mhm. That reporter is very perceptive. Okay, and Dana says the 2001 and, Kubrick's film exhibits are really worth seeing. They're still traveling around the world. Oh, cool. Keith E says, "Nothing can go wrong. Nothing can go wrong." Now this kind of, view of the ship is just wonderful. A wonderful miniature there. I thought it was very interesting how his body language while he's listening to his parents. He's very his very, very, uh, unexcited about these things. Joseph Begay says, "Up until this movie, science fiction movies were pretty schlocky when it came to special effects. This movie completely blew the baseline out of the house." Yeah, it's really incredible, impeccable, good details in all of it too. This is just so cool. I just adore it so much. I thought it was interesting that he was interested in, the sketch work. Okay, here's the part. Yes, the discovery. I like the tone in his voice. It sounds very human. William Blake Hall says, how we humans are just used to shutting up and obeying mysterious orders. Why can't you?" Yeah, he's the only one that's suspicious. Everybody's just doing their job. Oh, I'm starting to get the hungries. Open the pad doors. By the way, I do love their spacesuits. I think they're really great. One thing I think that a lot of people really like about this movie in particular, in the space travel aspect of it, is that it has basis, like a strong basis in reality and how we think it must be out there. Based on science, I guess, but it seems to hold up pretty well. Um, and it really brings you into the scariness of science uh, as well, like the scariness of space, like what is out there, the black void. I've always loved his spaceship, or this little pod here, like all the computer layouts and everything for his control panel is so cool. It's neat. Grandpa's gaming channel says, my nose itches. That microphone must be right up his nostrils."
Oh, William Blake Hall says, "How do the pods move?" Yeah, and also says, "I'm guessing bursts of air," and I think so too. That must be the way they're doing it. Yeah, that looks really scary. Doesn't look like he's tethered to anything. He's just floating out there. Do you like to have this job? No. Float into outer space and then do some repairs on something in space? No, thank you. Mm. Oh, yeah, so now they're gonna find out that, they did all that work, but they didn't have to. They're like, "Wait a minute." Ooh.
Very interesting. And, it's really interesting hearing that man speak. He really sounds like a computer. Blame the humans. Yes. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is where all the trouble starts. Um, but yeah, all of the humans act very, um, computerish, very robotic. The one character that's actually showing some pride and, like, human emotions, um, is the computer. Very interesting. Keith E says, "You don't think that they should have code message if they could have sent, how couldn't have Hal couldn't have known what they were talking about." Oh, he was reading lips. He can read lips. Newsflash. And, Keith E says, on all of the 500,000 miles I flew, they always had landing, they always said landing and takeoff was the most critical." Yeah, I suppose, yeah. So, technically, they did everything right here. They cut off all the ways that Hal could. Yep, he's right. Ooh, he was right, though. Mhm. William Blake Hall says, "You talk about people behind their backs." Behind their backs. Sheesh. Yes, and now we have intermission, and, definitely a little more than, half of the movie done, but yeah. They are, yeah, you don't we're talking about a highly intelligent computer here. And literally all they had to do was turn their back to him. But I don't think that they realized that he was that smart. But he knew exactly what they were doing. All right, well, let me see what you guys are saying while, this is happening. Grandpa's gaming channel says, "How quotes are awesome." They really are. And he says, "Let's all go to the lobby." Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reduce the volume on this because imagine being in the theater and just hearing all this is, like, gotta be giving you, like, sending you into, different emotions. And, oh, Stembrat asked, if I've cracked into my gingerbread house yet. Not yet. I do plan on doing it. I have it, already, but, yes, I haven't not yet. I will post pictures though, once it's all done, um, or have it available. I'll figure out a way where everybody can see, that, and, let's see. And, Ian says, "Can we get an ice cream while we wait?" Yes. Cousin Keith E says, let's all go to the lobby. Let's go to the lobby, get ourselves a drink." Yes. Oh, this ship is just so beautiful. We're back, guys. The intermission is done, and we got a lot of breathing, a lot of heavy breathing. And we've got the pod back. It's it's going back out there, and this time they switched places. One went out the first, for the first time, and now um, Dave went out, and so Frank is now going out. So I feel so bad because it didn't have to come to this at all, but Hal just lost his mind, literally. Hal was smart. He was like, okay, we'll let him do this part of the mission. Oh, so he's moving the pod on his own, is he? That's Hal moving the pod.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's awful. They don't have any no sound at all. No sound. Mm, tragic. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is a grueling part right here. Oh, feel so bad for them. Ooh. I have to give Hal those a lot of smarts. He's like, okay, well, put the other guy in danger, and the other one go out there and pick him up, and then we'll get rid of the humans. Get rid of the humans. And therefore the evidence of any failure. And it still wouldn't help him because it was already from the twin computer that had already mentioned that he had a malfunction, so it wouldn't have mattered. Uh, but I think at this point, there's it's pride is the thing. Look at the lighting here; it's just incredible, and they kind of like pumped it up where in the beginning where we were being introduced to Hal from the TV reporter. He was talking about how important Hal was, and the mission is, mainly all due to Hal, and there's a lot of responsibility, and so we had perfect motivation and reasoning for Hal to want to have to do something like this. And Grandpa's Gaming Channel says, "Ask a chat box to look up and display everything about you online." I did. Ooh, LOL. Yeah, I did that too. I was very surprised to see what it said. It was really it was interesting. I was like, "Ooh, they nailed it." I kind of felt famous for a few moments. I was like, "Wow." Oh, and William Blake Hall says, "Gesundheit." Thank you so much. Oh, Rick is here. Hi, Rick. Says, "The buttons in the pod that Dave pushes look satisfying to push between the sound and the springiness." Yes. Yes, I do love it. And the whole thing looks very, even though this movie is not cyberpunk, all of the lights and all that stuff looks very cyberpunk to me. I just love it. This breaks. I can't. It's hard to watch. And it's not just a still person. It's like not a still photo, but it's a real, like, they made him and they animated him, or he was animated as he was floating. So it's really has a very realistic feel to it. And ugh, it's really sad. Oh, Hal, you devil, you. Oh, oh no. I hate this part. Oh no. Oh no. Leave those people alone. They're not bothering anybody. Ugh, gosh, I can't stand when characters are treated like this. Just I do. I hate it. I hate it. It's the worst way to go. It's the worst way to go. While you're sleeping, man, you're helpless. Oh, man. So, what a nightmare. Yeah, Moonbeam, I agree with you. Terrible way to die. Grandpa's gaming channel, Alone in Space with a Desperate AI. Yes. Yes. So heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. And William Blake Hall says movie begins with a man using tools to kill, ends with a tool doing killing on its own. Ooh, we've created two tools that are too smart. Oh, open the pod bay doors. Ow. Of course he reads you. That cold voice. Ooh.
Wow. Okay. Now what? Well, he left him no choice. Oh boy. Recalibrate your mission. What to do next? Okay. Putin's cat is here. Hello. Oh, Putin's cat, you got a membership today from Joseph Begay. So you got a membership today. So I hope you enjoy it. I love the way he just takes that few minutes to like release his body out. He has to. There's nothing that he can do. Um, and he's gone in a flash. Very, very emotional right there. And the one thing I just love is the subtle acting here. So subtle, so subtle. He's very composed, but you can tell that he's angry. He's really, really angry and scared. So, I mean, like I said, this is very subtle acting, but it's there. It's right in front of your screen. It's wonderful. I love this. This is going to be the tricky part, like how he gets into the airlock without a helmet. Oh, that's going to be. Oh, it's like a little trick to it. Okay. Gonna have to do some serious um, finagling. And Hal is very much assuming he's not gonna make it. Gotta make a mad dash for it. Look at how jacked his eyes are there, like Alright, let's go for it. That's why you always need a backup helmet, boys and girls. I think he plays this part perfectly, perfectly. So, he's gonna eject himself out of there. He's gonna have literally moments to react. Sweet. And there's the eye of the enemy. There's that helmet. It's too late now. Nope, you're not actually. I love the fact that Dave just remains like, silent. He's like, "Oh, what I'm gonna do, I can't tell you." Sure. Logic memory center. That time has lapsed. You're like 30 minutes late on that. Oh my god. Let's see. Putin's cat says, "Hal, Dave, are you unhappy?" Just turn that frown upside down.
He's trying to use his sympathy against, his humanity against him, but it's too late. And this is why you have to talk about things before you go for the worst possible option. And Ian says, I never realized quite how handheld camera all that opening door and stepping in was. Yes, it creates like uh, tension and uncertainty. Keith E says he pulls out his Swiss Army knife with a screwdriver. Oh, Rick is asking what's happening now. I'm matched to the clock, but I see Dave's preparing to blow out the hod patch. Oh, okay. So, oh, he's singing Daisy in a few seconds. Yeah. Oh gosh, you can hardly tell what he's singing. The pre-recorded briefing we're up to. Oh, it's Lloyd. That that didn't happen. What an iconic scene, him freeing himself of Hal, and then now learning that, okay, this is what the mission was really about, is this signal that's coming from Jupiter. Uh, it's sort of, I call it an invitation. Uh,
But this is where all of the weird music and sounds are really gonna be on blast, so if you have the volume, you might wanna turn it down because it's gonna get crazy. It's already starting. Yeah. What a beautiful, visual. I mean, like, you could literally take any of these stargazing moments and just, you know, like, have it right up on, like, a wall somewhere. It's beautiful. Oh, there's the monolith, guys. It's floating in space, close to Jupiter. I definitely think Interstellar got some of its bones from this movie. And Grandpa's Gaming says, "Here we go. Yes, here we go. We're about to get to the Stargate." And there's the ship. Oh, William Blake Hall says the Stargate before the Stargate SG-1, right? Yeah. I particularly love the movie Stargate. I think that's 1994 or something like that, 1990s. Love that movie. Oh, here we go. Everything is lining up again. And so I was always wondering why he left the ship to be in the pod. Um, you would think that because there's more resources and stuff in the pod. I mean, in the ship itself. So yeah, that's always been something of a curiosity to me. But it works out. There we go. The monolith is leading him. Gosh, I can only imagine being in the theater with this sound going. Uh-oh, here we go. Wow. Oh boy, we're in the Stargate now, guys. Very cool visuals. Well, you know what other movie has like a Stargate like this is The Black Hole, 1980. Been really nice Stargate. This is so trippy. Wow. I can imagine people are like, "What is this movie?" That's the other part that's really hilarious about this movie is, like, people trying to figure out what it is, what story it's telling, like, what and, yeah, in between you see, like, little shots of him who's, like, terrified and flipped out. It's the most emotion that we've seen him embrace in this whole story. Very cool. Just so wild. Love these little, um, space travel effect. Let me see. Um, see if I can Moonbeam says, on the ending scene of Black Hole 1979. Yeah, William Blake Collins says, "I heard that Kubrick wanted an open-ended conclusion." Yeah, he really did. He didn't want people to figure it out. And, Grandpa's Gaming Channel says, "Arthur C. Clarke and Kubrick had different ideas, plus it's difficult sometimes to translate a book into a movie." Yeah, a lot of times that happens, which is sometimes it's a fun result and sometimes it's a tragic result too, but, um, it's so wild, you've got this, like, a whole bunch of, like, softer sounds in the background besides that high screeching sound. It almost, like, sounds like an earthquake or rumblings or something. Really, like, cool, like, layering sounds on top of each other. Oh, yeah, I love this part actually. Or we have the diamonds. They're like, what are those things? What are those things? It's really cool. This part is like you honestly don't need any drugs or anything to trip out on this because this is so trippy and wild. You're like just being absorbed by all these shapes and colors. It's uh, just visually exciting and interesting. So this part right here is the alien planet from from what I believe like theories have come up with. Like this is the alien planet. We finally reach land, and it's a different atmosphere. Grandpa's gaming channel says first depiction of hyperspace travel. Oh, well, maybe I think I'm not sure if somebody else did it before. I thought maybe Forbidden Planet may have done it before. I- if memory serves me correctly, but they didn't do it quite like this. So they did not do it. This is a little bit different. And then of course Star Wars and Star Trek, right? Star Trek has its version um, of it, and that's the like 60s, like early 60s. Oh, it's so interesting that that's the water, but the change of the color, the like fooling around with the saturation has changed it into something else. It looks alien. Very cool. I love this. And this is really brave of Dave to just go out into like some place he doesn't even know anything about. He's just like traveling out into the wild unknown regions of space. And who knows, time to another galaxy, another planet, not knowing if he would be able to survive it. Very brave. Very, very brave. Oh, I got regular color. He's landed inside of a room. Yeah, he's like completely traumatized here. Mm, so interesting. Um, and Rick says time for the human zoo. Yes, it's very interesting because he's uh, he's in a place that it's some place where humans probably, a place where humans have been, but not necessarily a place where he's necessarily used to. He's still a little bit out of sorts as far as like, where am I? I have everything he could ever need. And then you hear all that other noises, like atmospheric noises. Those are the aliens looking at him. They're like, "Oh, look, at our new catch." And they aged him up a little bit. It looks like he did like that Stargate must have been years. Very wild. Very wild. Very interesting. I think when I first saw this, I was like, "Oh, it's a guy who can chat with him. Somebody else has made it there before him." I was like, "Oh, this is some kind of time dilation." He's now settled in and has been living there for years, possibly. Well, he just goes back to eating his gourmet food. Oh, what's happening? Oh, let's see. Oh, wow, thank Unicorn Rampant Studio is here. Hello. And it looks like um he has gifted 5 memberships. Awesome. So let's see who the lucky winners are of the memberships here. Let's see. Oh, one second. He always sees himself a little bit older. It's really wild. I love it. So let's talk about the memberships. Dan Candy got a membership. Glee Glue Glee Glue got a membership. Uh, Rob Saka 13 got one. John Southgate 0. Everybody who got memberships, congratulations. Thank you again, Unicorn Rampant Studio, for gifting 5 wonderful memberships for people. This is going to be awesome for them to be able to enjoy the secret content that I have for my members on the channel. It's going to be awesome. And also, just to let everybody know who got memberships today, that the memberships are only for 30 days. And then after that, if you want to continue memberships to the channel, you'll have to join yourself. So just want to make sure that's clear. So congratulations. Oh, we've got come to the baby. So the man has completely renewed. Okay, this is probably what they thought was going to happen in Logan's Run when they said renew. They thought this was going to happen. And now he is a star baby. And we have the moon and we have Earth. And then we have a light coming from somewhere. What is it? What is it? It's coming towards Earth. It's the star baby, guys. The evolution of mankind has led to the star baby. Thanks to the aliens. Wow, guys, that's it. What a movie. Wonderful, wonderful movie. It's a long one. It's a long one, but it's so good. And of course, they're playing that amazing classical uh, music, the Blue Danube. Okay. Oh, guys, how are you doing out there? Are you in the afterglow of 2001, The Space Odyssey? Like I am. I am. It's always just really great to. It's always really great to reconnect with this movie ever so often. It's just one of those movies I do enjoy watching, and all of the little theories behind it, and also just seeing how it all like plays out. It's just great that way. And let me just see what you guys are saying in the chat. Oh man, let's see. I'm gonna go up to about where Unicorn showed up. So glad that you're able to join us today, Unicorn. Um, uh, Grandpa says the monolith could be interpreted as the 16 by 9 widescreen theater screen on its side. Probably, yeah. And it also looks like an iPhone. And Dan Candy says, Retro, you gotta watch 2010 Foreclosure. I will. I will definitely do that. So, you know, members, you guys look out for something I might be posting Not this week, but maybe in the upcoming weeks. Maybe in the upcoming weeks. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, "Hey everyone, I really wish I could join you, but my head has been on fire for the last few hours. Oh no! Oh, I know what that is all about. Migraines are horrible." And yeah, I had one like 2 nights ago, and I was like, "Oh, it's really bad." But, and yes, and this is not the movie you wanna watch while you have a migraine, that's for sure. Oh, man. But thank you so very much for joining us for a little bit and, thinking of us, and also gifting those fantastic memberships. It means so much, I'm sure to the people who are getting the extra content, and it to me and the channel. Every little bit counts, and so you have been such a wonderful contributor. You and Joseph Begay and Keith E. You guys are just doing so much, and Dan Candy also. Dan Candy, you're another person who's been really helping the channel out a lot. So really, um, and also, I can't help but to say, Stumprat as well. Stumprat is sending me all sorts of wonderful goodies and things. I really appreciate all the things that you guys do, thinking of me. Uh, so that's really great. And Moonbeam says 5 more members. That's 15 members that have 30 days starting today. Thank you, Moonbeam, for yes, also explaining it to people. It's really great. Oh, and look, Unicorn as unicorns and stars. And of course, I need to give Unicorn his proper due for a wonderful thank you from me to you. Yeah, that's a good jam right there. And Stumpet, yes, and she's so right. You do rock, Unicorn. You're fantastic. Um, and Unicorn says, "I'm going back. I'm going to have to go back into my cave now, but love you all." Oh, yeah. So thank you again for joining us for a short bit. And yes, no sound, no light. It's usually a nice little thing to do. Like sometimes when migraines show up. And I hope you feel better soon. Um, and let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom. And Unicorn says, "Unicorn nightlight. Holy moly! I'll have to find me one right away." Oh wow! Yes, 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 yes. You have to. Um, Putin's cat says, "Logan's Run, Jenny Agater, meow." And William Blake Hall says, "Now, what if Hal had been the sole survivor? How would he have gotten the long light show, the ritzy hotel suite, watched himself age, become a star child? I don't think it would have quite fit. No, I don't think so. And um, I think the story needed to happen the way it needed to happen. Hal was not going to be fit for that kind of a show, and certainly uh, the aliens would be disappointed. Okay, so the tool made it, but the the man didn't. No, we need a man. We need a human, right? We need a human to fix this all up. But speaking of humans, I mean, there were so many people who died on that ship, and it breaks my heart that those those three. I just it's the nightmare. It's a nightmare that you never want is the way they went out. It's just horrifying. And I think that's partly what makes Hal so scary is his cold, calculating way of deciding whether you live or die. And it at the end, you see that he has the capability to negotiate, right? Because he tries to negotiate for his own life. He does have that ability, but his cold decisions is just was just inexcusable. Definitely one of the scariest villains of all time. Rick says, I just realized I have a sticker next to my chats. I think I was gifted and I didn't know. Let's see. See if you are. Yes, yep, you were gifted a membership. So that means that you can see all of the archived membership videos that I have. And eventually, some of those will become public at some point. Some of them will never become public. They're just for us. And yeah, just I hope you enjoy it. 30 days. I'm not sure exactly when you got yours, but it might have happened today or it might have happened earlier. Maybe on Tuesday. Maybe it could have happened on Tuesday. Not sure. But it was. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. And Grandpa's gaming channel says this was my ringtone at one time. Oh, okay. And Stunt Brat says I doubled Jenny Agutter on a low budget film, like in 1989. Oh, cool. Yes, look, Jenny Agutter, just amazing. She's just one of those, she's beautiful and she's smart, really good actress. So I just love her. And Rick says, I recommend listening to Diodato's version of this theme, or even better, any one of Fish's live covers of it. Okay. And Grandpa's gaming channel is out. He says, thanks for showing the movie. Take care. Oh, my pleasure. We do this every Saturday, and we have a nice little a get together and have a party watching these movies. And I'm really very, very happy to say that we watched a lot of classics, a lot of sci-fi classics, a lot of oldies. I mean, it's just every week is just so much fun. We're having a lot of fun with this, and that's what I really wanted from my channel. And I'm so glad you guys are here. It wouldn't be fun without you. And Grandpa's Gaming says it was fun, yes. And Joseph says, one of the few times I'm grateful they had an intermission. I needed to get up and walk a bit. Yes, yes. So the intermission, as much as, the movie is very long, but those intermissions are really, really important. When you have a movie like Blade Runner, and there's, Blade Runner's pretty long. For me, I'm like engaged in every second of that movie, so I don't really see it as long or boring. But I know for some people who, it's too much. So you do need, some of these movies do need an intermission just to get up and stretch the legs and maybe go take a little break in, bathroom break, or a little replenish your liquids, things like that. And William Blake says on the TV show Taxi, Jim Caldwell changed his name to Jim Ignatowski because he thought it was Star Child spelled backwards. Interesting. Interesting. And Dana says, unfortunately, I felt 2010 was a big disappointment after this, but then I wasn't expecting much from it. The new Three Body Problem series on Netflix may get close to the impact of this. Oh, really? Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say good things about it. I'm actually just taking a break from a lot of modern stuff now, but I do now. I think I have to watch Fallout in order to I have I may have to watch Fallout, but otherwise not. I was just trying to take a break because some of the stuff was just getting to be downright stupid. It's like, oh, really? I have to watch this? I'm just gonna take a break. and so, or some of it was just downright like I could be enjoying a brand new movie I've never seen before. That's a classic, or that has a cult classic, you know. Um, and Moonbeam says, "Retro had fun." Yes, I did. Um, and some Brett 77 Smith says, "I'm in the after snooze." And Dana says, Three Body Problem books have this kind of awesome impact. And its first season is pretty good, has a lot of promise for the future seasons, but then nobody else um, is at Kubrick's level as a filmmaker. Yeah, I mean, um, there's a certain style he has that's really impeccable. I would say Ridley Scott also has that kind of thing. And they want you to question the movies that they make. They don't want you to um, they don't want to spell it all out for you. They want you to think about their movies. And Ian says, "Thus spoke Zarathustra." And Keith he says, "Retro, I watch you on." Uh, oh, I think um, I watch you on Tanker. I subscribe to your channel. I get a membership and I become a moderate all in one day. Oh, yes. I mean, you're definitely one of the first adopters to everything, and you know what, since what, last year, like the first live stream, you've been to every, pretty much almost every live stream, and just have been there for me. So yes, you're you know, I'm gonna probably create a section for producers of the show, and definitely I have some good uh, um uh, a lot of you guys are, I would say, my co-producers. You're just incredible. The kind of attention, love, support that you give the channel, and I just want to continue to be here and do the things that create, continue to nurture the community. It just feels like we're building something nice here. And Dana says, they had the Star Child at the exhibits too. Amazing to see. Oh, really? And Putin's cat's laughing. And William says, speaking of, for all of us who have gotten gift memberships, we really appreciate the chance to have access to the secrets of the channel. Yes, the secrets. Yes. And Joseph again said, well, time for me to head out. Gotta clean the house and make dinner and get ready for anime watch night. Ooh, you all have a good night and the rest of your weekend. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Oh my goodness. That sounds amazing. Let me see. Um, and Yes, thank you so much. And Dana says, RNG, you are wonderful. You really have the right spirit for leading a watch party of it. Thanks so much. Oh, my pleasure, Dana. It's really, you know, I definitely want to, even moving forward, I want to add more fun things to the watch party. And, you know, of course, I'm very, very sorry about everyone having to wait a little bit for today, but I usually start on time. But it was, we got things going, and it was just like a blast all the way through. Thank you so much. And um, and yes, and so Brett says, bye, Joseph, and God bless. Yes, thank you so much, Joseph, again, for your contributions today. I think a lot of people are going to be happy as well. Putin's cat says, if you're green or another color, you are a member. Yes, yes. That's yep. That's pretty much what's happening there. Uh, let's see. Moonbeam says, Zap Brannigan, you there? What's your name? Lobster alien.
Pooh Man Zap Zap. That's a man's name. I'm supposing you're talking about Futurama. It's and Putin's got you're so sweet. Still, she still looks good today. Well, thank you. It was a struggle, but we got there. Oh, and Stunbread says that Jenny A is super nice too. Oh wow, that's even better. That's even better. Look, I don't expect everyone to be nice, but yeah, it's even better when they're nice. And let's see. And and Stunbread says it was Darkman. Oh, she was in Darkman? You must have been like one of the sequels. Um, because I love Darkman. For sure, for sure. Oh, Motorola is here and says making words in space. Sweet. Nice to have you here. And yes, just so everyone knows, Stuntbrat is a retired stunt woman, 23 years in the business. And she has wonderful stories about her experiences on different sets with lots of celebrities that we know of, very famous movies that we know of too. And Ian says, personally, I'd like to edit all of 2001 up to the Stargate, throw away the Stargate bit, and instead use the ending of Grease, which makes no sense. The ending of Grease, they get in the car and they take off, and I don't know where they go. They fly. The car flies at the end of Grease. It's wonderful. Oh man. And let's keep going. Let's going. I'm just gonna skip a couple of things. And Boone's cat says, I want the secrets." Well, it's in there, and I really hope to make more content in there. Let's see. Putin's cat also says, Retro Nerd Girl, is that a pic behind you or a green screen? It seems too real to be a screen. Well, I'll have to leave that as a secret. It's another one of those secrets, because for all we know, I am definitely in the ISS. I call it the International Science Fiction Space Station, and this is a special wing where I'm hanging out at right now, and we're hovering over Earth. So that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. And Summer says, I made us all tang daiquiris while we waited for you. Oh, that is so cool. I could use one of those right now. And Putin's cat says, I was talking about Jenny Agutter. Still looks good, but you freaking amazing. Oh, well. Oh, you're so sweet. I didn't know you were talking about her. And yeah, I suppose she still is. And last time I saw her, she looked fabulous. So of course, we love Jenny. And Moonbeam says you should have had Putin's cat just go to the memberships tab and the watch party. And let's see. And Moonbeam says the flying car at the end of Greece. Yes, it's very weird, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. And Putin's cat says, if it's not a pig, you paint the windows green. You can composite the earth behind it. Yeah, well, we'll see. But it is. You see Earth right there with all the water and all that. Yeah. So, guys, before we go, I'm going to just list off all of the cool things that are going to be happening on the channel this week. So, what's next? Well, what's next is if you're a Patreon member, tomorrow you shall have a video getting you up to date on what's happening on the channel, what my progress is so far on certain things, certain missions that I am doing and how they're going.
On Monday, guys, look out for a member video. I do have a new one that is coming out. I just saw something recently and I'm going to post it on there just for you. And Tuesdays, guys, I need you, if you are available and you like the show Gargoyles that aired in the 1990s, I am going to be doing a special talk through with Mama Bear Art Doll, and we're going to go through that. Um, what we've been doing is that we've been going through the entire series, and we're actually at week 7 right now, and so we're getting up there. But if you haven't seen the episodes that we've talked about, it's probably very easy to follow along with us because we just talk about each thing that happens, and we kind of go through our feelings and discuss what's essentially happening. So it's really easy to kind of catch on. It's a lot of fun for us, and I hope that you will be able to join us for that. Now, we have a watch party for next week. Let's see, what did I select? This is actually kind of creating it right on the spot. Oh, yes, I said that we should do Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure just to mix it up. We've got serious sci-fi, and now we can go to like a playful comedy sci-fi. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. And then after that, I really want to go to one of the classic black and white movies that is sort of iconic place where actually in that movie you can see like iPads, what would be iPads later. It's called Things to Come, and also flat screen TVs and things like that. Very cool. So let me know if that is any of that stuff is interesting to you. And Moonbeam says the ISFSS. Thank you so much. I sometimes mix up my my letters, but that is for the International Science Fiction Space Station, as named by our esteemed channel member William Blake Hall, who is I'm just so thrilled that he was able to hang out with us today. Just wonderful. And I hope that you will give me the honor, William, of reading your essay that you're working on. And Putin's cat says, "Oh, or another planet." Yeah, it could be another planet, guys. I do travel the far reaches. And Moonbeam says they just did City of Stone. Yes, and City of Stone is a grouping of episodes that really feel like a movie. And these guys do this a lot in this show. And there's just so many really cool episodes. It's well written, and even though it seems like a cartoon for kids, there's a lot of mature themes in it, and very exciting. It's very interesting for for me to talk about and explore, because this is my first time watching it with Mama Bear Ardell. And Rick says he approves of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And William Blake Hall says, I may check in on Monday. Thumbs up on Things to Come. Oh, okay, great, great, great. I'll add that to the list. Awesome. And Moonbeam says, I own Excellent Adventure. Oh, perfect, perfect. And Moonbeam says, Duck, it's the fuzz. And I only recently learned that the fuzz is actually, like, it means the cops. And so we had the cops, I don't know if it was the cops passing by my spaceship. And so Rick says, thank you again for the membership and the company. I wish I could join more live ones, but it's even more special to me when I can. Oh, that's so awesome. Yes, it is my pleasure that that you can join us for sure. And it is, it's always great seeing you. So don't worry. Whenever you can, you join us when you can. We appreciate you so much. And Moonbeam says the space fuzz. That's right. That's right. The space fuzz. And we have space fuzz out here now. Okay, guys, I think this is it. We are going to wrap it up. I'm going to play my short video, and there you can say your goodbyes. I do have a few starred comments that I wanted to play as goodbyes, but otherwise than that, I think that I hope that you guys really enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I bid you, without further ado, I bid you adieu. And I will see you in the next video or live stream.
Retro Nerd Girl, you are clear for takeoff.